Risk. So what's risk? When we talk about risk, what does that mean to you?
The downside
Downside of what?
of not making a decision, depending on anything.
So
What-
not making
what-
a decision, but what do you mean?
What there is to lose.
Okay, so there's definitely something that they will lose if they
Oh, yeah.
leave without insurance.
Oh yeah, definitely insurance.
So could we say that risk in a way is exposure to
Okay.
consequences?
There you go. Okay, exposure to consequences.
So technically, leaving without insurance, you're exposing yourself to be involved in negatives.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Yes.
So let's talk about that. Now, see, one of the tools that we need to use whenever we are reviewing risk is to really make it tangible. You know what tangible is, right?
Yes, something you can almost touch. You understand it.
Okay, so something you can touch,
Grasp.
something you can feel, something you can see, something you can smell. That's technically part of the definition, okay? So insurance is not tangible, right?
Except the money comes out.
But yeah, but it's not tangible.
It's not.
Risk is not. But can you make it tangible?
Oh yeah.
And definitely, and that's one of the tools that will allow us to convince them whenever we're reviewing risk. So I'll elaborate a little bit on making it tangible, but for now, let's review risk. Now these are the three main scenarios you can say that customers will encounter when they leave without insurance. Now number one, the most common, the most typical one is a ticket. Now $700 to $1,000, that's how much the ticket is going to cost them. So that's a lot of money. I'm pretty sure no one is willing, or maybe no one is going to be happy to pay $700 out of pocket. So that's number one, tickets, okay? Number two, accidents. Money out of pocket. This is a major risk, okay? Technically, you're responsible, you're financially responsible, you're liable to cover any damages that you cause. So if you hit a vehicle, you make damages of, let's say, $3,000, $4,000, those $3,000, $4,000 may come out of your pocket. They may take you to court. So now we have legal issues as well, okay? Now, talking about legal issues, now being involved in an accident, okay, with no insurance, the DMV could suspend your license. So now, not only are we talking about financial losses, but now we're talking of legal losses as well, or complications, whatever term you want to use. So once again, risk is very, very essential to elaborate on the consequences. Now, let's talk about tangible. Okay, we were talking about that a couple minutes ago. Now, let's say, for example, one of the process that I want you to learn is the approach. Okay, that's very important. Okay, matter of fact, sometimes it's even more important than the actual information. And what do I mean by the approach? Let's say, for example, just a simple example, if you tell a customer, look, if you leave without insurance, you're going to get a ticket of $700. Would you want to get a ticket of $700?
Of course not.
Okay, let's say that's it. That's the whole explanation. It's very simple. Okay,
Right. As
it's
opposed-
it's not convincing. But now let's look at the other scenario. Let's say, for example, if you're the customer, we'll role play just for the sake of this scenario. Ignacio, have you ever been pulled over?
Once or twice.
Once or twice. Let me ask you another question. You said once or twice, right? Now, have you ever had a police officer follow you for like a block or 2 blocks, and you're just thinking, hopefully they don't stop me. Hopefully they don't stop me, because they're gonna make something up. Sometimes if you get pulled over, you're getting a ticket. That's technically one of the rules. Okay, they'll just find something, right? They'll pull you over. Maybe you didn't even make a mistake, or any improper violations. You get pulled over. They realize you don't have insurance. Guess what's gonna happen?
Take it.
You're gonna get a ticket. Now, let's say, for example, how difficult or how easy would it be for you to get pulled over?
Very easy.
Why?
Things happen.
Because all it takes is just a second, right?
Exactly.
Maybe you accidentally move to the lane to the left lane, by accident, because you're changing radio stations, and next thing you know, they pull you over because of that.
Or because I'm black,
Or maybe because of your hair, they see that you don't have any gel, okay? They pull you over for that, and they give you a ticket. They're gonna ask you for what? Registration. They're gonna ask you for insurance. As soon as they ask you for insurance, what are you gonna do? Because you don't have insurance.
Well, officer, I was on my way to go get it.
You're gonna tell them I was on my way to the insurance office, right down the corner. You know what they're gonna tell you?
Too bad.
You almost made it. You almost made it. They're gonna tell you, look, just a block away. Okay, so they're gonna give you a ticket. They're gonna give you a ticket and they're gonna tell you, look, go to court, you figure it out. You fight it with court if you want. You don't have insurance as of now, I'm giving you a ticket, have a good day. Okay, now, you said you got pulled over once or twice, right?
Right.
Let's say, for example, within the last, you've been driving without insurance for over 30 days. Within the last 30 days, have you ever had, let's say, did you